के नाते अपने पूरे सेमेस्टर्स, असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स को साक्षी मानकर यह प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि गेट 2023 में सर्वोच्च स्थान प्राप्त करना ही मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य होगा और मैं पूरी निष्ठा से अपनी प्रतिज्ञा के लिए गेट एकेडमी के प्रतिज्ञा बैच में सम्मिलित होकर अपने लक्ष्य प्राप्ति का मार्ग निर्धारित करूंगा। मैं एक इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट होने के नाते अपने पूरे सेमेस्टर्स, असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स को साक्षी मानकर यह प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि गेट 2023 में सर्वोच्च स्थान प्राप्त करना ही मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य होगा और मैं पूरी निष्ठा से अपनी प्रतिज्ञा के लिए गेट एकेडमी के प्रतिज्ञा बैच में सम्मिलित होकर अपने लक्ष्य प्राप्ति का मार्ग निर्धारित करूंगा। मैं एक इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट होने के नाते अपने पूरे सेमेस्टर्स, असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स को साक्षी मानकर यह प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि गेट 2023 में सर्वोच्च स्थान प्राप्त करना ही मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य होगा और मैं पूरी निष्ठा से अपनी प्रतिज्ञा के लिए गेट एकेडमी के प्रतिज्ञा बैच में सम्मिलित होकर अपने लक्ष्य प्राप्ति का मार्ग निर्धारित करूंगा। मैं एक इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट होने के नाते अपने पूरे सेमेस्टर्स, असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स को साक्षी मानकर यह प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि गेट 2023 में सर्वोच्च स्थान प्राप्त करना ही मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य होगा और मैं पूरी निष्ठा से अपनी प्रतिज्ञा के लिए गेट एकेडमी के प्रतिज्ञा बैच में सम्मिलित होकर अपने लक्ष्य प्राप्ति का मार्ग निर्धारित करूंगा। मैं एक इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट होने के नाते अपने पूरे सेमेस्टर्स, असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स को साक्षी मानकर यह प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि गेट 2023 में सर्वोच्च स्थान प्राप्त करना ही मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य होगा और मैं पूरी निष्ठा से अपनी प्रतिज्ञा के लिए गेट एकेडमी के प्रतिज्ञा बैच में सम्मिलित होकर अपने लक्ष्य प्राप्ति का मार्ग निर्धारित करूंगा। मैं एक इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट होने के नाते अपने पूरे सेमेस्टर्स, असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स को साक्षी मानकर यह प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि गेट 2023 में सर्वोच्च स्थान प्राप्त करना ही मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य होगा और मैं पूरी
Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you and welcome to GATE Academy. I hope I am audible and visible. Please let me know in the comment section that my voice is clear and video is clear as well. And don't forget to share the link of the session so that more students can join the session and learn how we are going to solve the question based on blood relation. Oh, very good evening and thank you so much for the confirmation. Now, In today's session, we are going to start our new topic, that is blood relations. So whenever we are going to solve problems based on blood relation, we have to keep few things in our mind so that we do not make silly mistakes. Okay, just to understand such theory, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give you example. Let's suppose this is me or this is you, right? And here I'm having my father and here I'm having my mother, right? We can say our mother as Ma in Hindi and father as Papa, right? And we all know this. Whenever we talk about the family which belongs, or we can say the extended family of our father, we can use paternal word for them. We use paternal word for them, and whenever we talk about the extended family for our mother side, we can use maternal word for them, right? So just to remember these words paternal and maternal, we can remember it with the help of Ma and Papa, right? And by default, if there's nothing given, like there's nothing written like paternal and maternal, then by default we are talking about the paternal family. At that time we are talking about the paternal family. Clear? Okay. One more thing which we are going to remember over here. Let's suppose this is me. I'm having my brother, sister, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Husband and wife. We all belong from the same generation. We all belong from the same generation. As I move upwards, I'm having my parents, where I am having my father, my mother, my mother-in-law, aunt, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and uncle. So if I have to use numbers in the generation gap, if I am considering myself at generation level 0, so I'll consider them as generation number 1. As I move further, I'm having my grandparents over here, and I'll use second generation for them, or if I'm writing down with respect to our grandparents, I can write my 0 generation over here. This is -1 and this is -2, right? If I go downwards direction, I'm having my son and daughter, niece, nephew, son-in-law and daughter-in-law. So with respect to ourselves, I can write them as -1, and if I'm writing them with respect to my grandparents, I can write it as -3 generation level, right? So as I go below, I'm having my grandchildren over here. So with respect to me, I can write them as -2. So this is nothing but this is our basically family tree, or we can say the generation tree, right? So whenever we are talking about the blood relation, we should keep few points in our mind before solving any question, and those points are: a relation on the mother side is called maternal, mother side maternal, while on the father side that is paternal. We can remember it with the help of word Papa, right? P and P. Thus, Thus, mother's brother is maternal uncle while father's brother is paternal uncle. If in a question, if it is not mentioned about paternal or maternal, by default we consider paternal type. This is our by default case. This is what? This is our by default case. Thank you so much, Ranjit. Clear? And we have few more points that make a clear picture in your mind about different relationship. As we know, we have different relationship. We have husband wife, we have brother sister, we have father daughter, right? So what I'm going to use in whole unit, that is for females. For females, I'm going to use this circle. So I'm just denoting it. For males, I'm going to use this box. For generation gap, I'm using just single line. This is for generation gap. This double line that shows spouse. Spouse means husband wife, right? And if I'm just using horizontal single line, that means that's showing relation of siblings. That's showing the relationship of siblings, right? So what points we have to keep in our mind, that is make a clear picture in your mind about different relationship. Always make a generation tree for every question to solve it in a simple way. Be careful about paternal and maternal relationship. Always remember that name doesn't determine gender. Use different sign for different gender. What we are going to use? We are going to use different signs for different gender. And with the help of name, or we can say with name, we are not going to determine gender. Let's suppose I am having a person whose name is Anmol. Whose name is Janmol. It can be a girl or it can be a boy. We can't determine the exact gender on the basis of name itself. It is clear? Now we are going to see few questions or few problems based on that. Before that, I'm just having a generation tree, or we can say the family tree over here. Here it is mentioning with respect to this one. Here it is me, sister, brother, cousin. They all belongs from the same generation. As we move upwards, we have father, mother, uncle and aunt. As we move more further, we have grandparents. Clear? So this is our nothing but this is just a family tree. So here we have few more. Okay, we again have our points to remember, that is always make a clear picture of different relationship. Always maintain generation gap or level, or make a generation tree for every question to solve it in a simple way. Always solve statement in generation. Don't forget to maintain the generation level. As if I'm talking about my father, then I'll create a generation gap in between my father and myself. And what we are going to do, we are going to maintain this generation gap in each and every question which we are going to solve in this session. Be careful about paternal and maternal relationship. Always remember that name doesn't determine gender. This is a very, very important point. Use different sign for different gender. Differentiate between male and female, and always be careful about he, she, because from this you can easily determine the gender. If we are using he, that means we are talking about male, and if we are using she, that means we are talking about the female. If I am using his, him, that again means we are talking about some male person, and if I am using her, that means we are talking about some female person. Clear? So we have different types of question based on this topic, and the different type of questions are, it may be based on some dialogue or our conversation. It may be based on puzzle or it may be based on symbolically coded, where what we have to do, first we have to decode the symbols and after that only we can answer the given question. So let's start with few questions which we have. Here we have a very first question that says, pointing towards person X, a man said to a woman. So here we have a person X and pointing on that particular person, a man said to a woman, and what he said his mother is the only daughter of her father. How is the woman related to that person X? Now in this question, what a man is doing, here we have a person X. Now what we are doing, we are pointing on him or on her. A man said to a woman. A man said to a woman. Woman is a female, so I just simply circle it. His mother. So the man is saying about X that his mother. So we can say X and his mother. If we are using his for X, that means X is a male. We can clearly say that if we are using his, that means this X is a male and his mother is the only, that means the only daughter in the family of her father. A man said to a woman that his mother is the only daughter of her father, that means woman's father. Woman's father. If she is the only daughter, that means this mother is same as this woman. So here we have father and mother, and this woman is nothing but the mother of X. Now what we have to determine, we have to determine how is the woman related to that person X. So this mother or this woman is nothing but the mother of X. So the option number C is the correct one. So option number C is the correct answer. Is it clear what we have to do? We just have to read the given question or given data very carefully, and as per the given data, what we are going to do, we are just going to draw our generation tree. So here it is given that his mother. So this his is using for X, and here we are talking about his mother, that means the mother of X, okay, is the only daughter of her father. The man is talking to a woman, that means here we are talking about this woman's father, that means this woman's father, and this father is just having only daughter in her family. So here we have just one daughter, that means this woman and mother are same, and this X is related to this woman as child and mother relation. Is it clear? A very good evening to all of you. Is it visible, Ranjit? Okay, now let's move to the next question and just try to solve this question. Here what is given that pointing to a lady in a photograph. Here what we have a photograph, and in that particular photograph we have a lady. Shalini said her son's father, that means this her is used for nothing but for this lady, that her son's father is the son-in-law of my mother. How is Shalini related to lady? Just try it out and after that we will discuss it. Cousin. Okay, let's see. Anyone else in the comment section? C or B? Let's see. Again, with the help of name or by reading the just name, we can't determine the gender of any person. D, B, B. Okay, let's see. So here pointing to a lady in the photograph. So here we have a lady in a photograph, but we have a lady. So I'm just going to circle this one, right? Her son's father. So first what we have to do, we have to draw his son And if his son's father, that means we are talking about her husband. So here, son's father, okay, is the son-in-law. If this person is the son-in-law, that means here we are talking about the lady's mother. So here we have lady's mother, and with respect to mother, this father, the father is son-in-law of this person, right? Now Shalini is using my mother, that means Shalini belongs to this lady. Now what we have to determine, how is Shalini related to lady? How is Shalini related to lady? So here the gender of Shalini is not mentioned, so we can't determine whether this is male or female. And whenever we have such type of thing, we can't determine the relation, so we will go with none of these. We will go with none of these options, as the gender of Shalini is not mentioned. As the gender of Shalini is not mentioned. Is it clear? We can't determine the gender of Shalini just by reading the name that she is female or male. Is it clear? We are not going to determine the gender of Shalini just by reading the name. So whenever we have such type of question, we can also take our answer as can't be determined. Can't be determined. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? Whenever we have such type of condition, we can't determine the gender of a person. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, now let's move to the third question. This one is very easy. Here, A is father of C and D is son of B. E is brother of A and C is sister of D. How is B related to E? How B is related to E? What we have to determine? We have to determine the relation of B with E. Okay, let's see. Here it is given that A is the father of C. If A is the father of C, we can draw it like this, and here we can't determine the gender of C yet. And it is also given that D is son of B. So here we have B and we can say that D is the son of B, right? Okay. E is a brother of A. Okay, here we have E and E is the brother of A, that means he is male. And if C is sister of D, if C is sister of D, that means here we have an indirect relation in between A and B. If C is sister of D and D is the son of B, that means we can say that A and B are married and B is female. B is nothing but B is female. Now what we have to determine? We have to determine how B is related to E. So here a relation of sister-in-law. So the correct answer over here is sister-in-law. Here the correct answer is sister-in-law. If I ask you, how is E related to B? Then what will be our answer? if we have to determine how E is related to B, then what will be our answer? Husband? Seriously? E related to B. Husband, wife. A and B are husband, wife. How is E related to B? Here, A and B are husband, wife. E is brother-in-law. E is nothing but E is brother-in-law, not husband, wife. Is it clear? Okay, next one is pointing to a photograph. A man said, I have no brother or sister, but that man's father is my father's son. Whose photograph was it? Yes, brother-in-law is the correct answer. E is brother-in-law of B. Okay, anyone else in the comment section? What is the correct answer over here? Pointing to a photograph, a man said that I have no brother or sister. So here we have man and he have no brother and no sister, right? So he said that man's father, that means we are talking about the photograph, and if we are using a man over here, that means we can say that he is a male. That man's father is my father's son, my father's son. And as man already mentioned that I have no brother and sister, that means this man and this father is same. So here we are talking about the photograph of his son. So the correct option over here is option number B. So the correct option over here is option number B. The photograph is of his son, not his own. Just read it out very carefully. I have no brother or sister. This man has no brother or no sister, but that man's father, that means that man is used for this photograph one. That man's father is my father's son, is my father's son. That means the man and this father is same. So here we can say that the photograph is of his son. Sorry. The photograph is his of son. Clear? The correct answer over here is option number B, not option number A. The correct option over here is option number B, not option number A. Is it clear to everyone? Sorry. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, now let's move to the next question, question number 5th. Okay. Anil introduces Rohit as the son of the only brother of his father's wife. How is Rohit is related to Anil? Now what we have to determine? We have to determine the relation in between Rohit and Anil. is Rohit related to Anil? Anyone in the comment section? A. Let's see. Okay, now this time Anil introduces Rohit as the son of only brother of his. Now this time this his is used for Anil, his father's wife. So here first we have Anil. If we are using his, that means he is a male. His father's wife. Okay. The son of only brother of his father's wife. So here we have only brother, and Rohit is the son of only's brother, right? And if he is son, that means he is male too. So what we have to determine? We have to determine the relation in between Anil and Rohit, and they are cousin. They are what? They are cousin. Option number A is correct. Option number A is the correct answer. Clear? We only use brother and sisters for siblings. Note down this point. We only use brother or sister for siblings. Is it clear? Good, Tom and Jerry. Now let's move to the next question. Introducing Reena, Monica said, "She is the only daughter of my father's only daughter." How is Monica related to Reena? She is the only daughter of my father's only daughter. E, mother. Let's see. Anyone else in the comment section? Okay, B, mother. Okay, let's see. So introducing Reena, Monica said she. That means she is used for. See, she is used for Reena. That means we can say that Reena is female. She is the only daughter of my father's only daughter. So what Monica said? Monica said that she is the only daughter of my father's only daughter. That means she is the only daughter of her father, right? So we can say that Monica. And now what Reena actually is? Reena is the only daughter. So here we can write Reena. Now what we have to determine, how is Monica related to Reena? So Monica is the mother of Reena. So we do not have this as our option. So we will go with option number E, that is none of these. We'll go with option number E, that is none of these. Is it clear? Just read this word very carefully, only daughter. And again what we are using? We are using only daughter. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 7. If X is the brother of the son of Y's son, how is X related to Y? it is given that if X is the brother of the son of Y's son, how is X related to Y? Okay, very good kick and Tom and Jerry. So it is given that X is the brother of Y's son. So here we have Y and here we have Y's son. X is the brother of Y's son of Y's son. Okay, wait. Here we have one more son, so we have to move Y a little up. And here first we have Y's son and his son is the brother of X. So here what we have to determine? We have to determine the relation of X related to Y. So he is grandson. So the option number D is correct. X is the brother. So with the help of brother, with the help of this word, we can easily say that this X is nothing but this X is male, and after that only we can say that the X is grandson of Y. X is grandson of Y. Is it clear? Now let's move to the next question. Question number 8. Pointing to a lady, a man said, "The son of her only brother is the brother of my wife. How is the lady related to a man or to the men?" We have a question as, pointing to a lady, a man said, "The son of her only brother is the brother of my wife. How is lady related to the men?" Okay, very good. Let's see. So this time, pointing to a lady, we are doing what? We are pointing to a lady. A man said that the son of her only brother. So first what we have to do, we have to draw his brother. Right? The son of her only brother. So here we have son. Right? We have son of his brother is the brother of my wife. That means here we have a man who is pointing to this lady and his wife and his brother. So we have our relation like this. Now what we have to determine, how is the lady related to a man? So this brother, this person is actually a father-in-law. This person is father-in-law, right? Now we have a sister of father-in-law. So the correct option over here is option number D. She is not mother-in-law. They are not married. They are brother and sister. So the correct option over here is option number D. Very good. Kick, Tom and Jerry, user and Sai. Very good. So the lady is related to a man as sister of father-in-law. Here we have this brother as father-in-law and this lady as sister of father-in-law. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Looking at a portrait of a man, Harsh said, "His mother is a wife of my father's son. Brother and sister I have none." At whose portrait was Harsh looking? at whose portrait was Harsh looking? His son, his cousin, his uncle, his nephew, or none of these? Very good. Anyone else in the comment section? Okay. Looking at a portrait of a man, Harsh said, his mother. That means this his is used for this Harsh. That Harsh mother, or this his is used for Harsh or this man. This is used for this Harsh or this man. For whom this his is used? First you have to tell me in the comment section for whom this his is used for. For Harsh or for men? Okay, very good. Yes, this his is actually used for this man. That this man mother, here we have man and his mother is the wife of my father's son, is wife of my father's son. So here we have Harsh. Harsh is the husband of this one, and here we have father, right? Now what we have to determine, we have to determine at whose portrait was Harsh looking? His son. So the correct option over here is option number A. The correct option over here is option number A. Clear? Okay. Now let's move to the next question, question number 10th. P's father is Q's son. M is the paternal uncle of P and N is the brother of Q. How is N related to M? And we have our options as brother, nephew, cousin, data and educate, and none of these. Okay, let's see. It is given that P's father is Q's son. Okay. M is paternal uncle of P. Paternal uncle, that means we are talking about the extended family of father. So here we have M, and M is the uncle, that means he is male. And N is the brother of Q. N is the brother of Q. So now what we have to determine? We have to determine how N is related to M. We can't determine such type of relations. So we can either go with none of these or data and educate. And here the better option is option number D. So we will go with option number D, that is data and educate. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question, question number 11th. Deepak has a brother Anil. Deepak is the son of Prem. Aditya is Prem's father. In terms of relationship, what is Anil of Aditya? Okay, very good. And anyone else? Very good, Kick. Very good, Tom. Very good, user. Okay, very good, Sahil. Let's see. It is given that Deepak has a brother, Anil. So we have Deepak over here. And he has a brother named as Anil. Deepak is the son of Prem. So he's male too. And he's a son of Prem. Aditya is Prem's father. So here we have Aditya as Prem's father. In terms of relationship, what is Anil of Aditya? So the correct option over here is, we have to determine the relation with respect to Aditya. So he is grandson. Yes, the option number B is correct, that Anil is grandson of Aditya. Very good, Reenu. The correct option over here is option number B. Okay, now let's move to the next question, question number 12. If A and B are married couple, X and Y are brothers, X is a brother of A, how is Y related to B? What is the correct answer? How is Y related to B? Very good, Kick, as expected. Very good, Tom. Very good, user. Okay, it is given that A and B are married, right? A and B are married, and it is given that X and Y are brothers. X and Y are brothers. And it is given that X is the brother of A. If they are brother of A, now what we have to determine, how is Y related to B? So, if we have to find out the relation of Y with respect to B, we can easily say that this Y is brother-in-law of B. But if I have to determine how is B related to Y, then what will be our answer? If I have to ask how is B related to Y? Then we have E. Then we will answer can't be determined. Then answer will be can't be determined, because we do not know whether the B is female or male. The gender of B as well as A is not mentioned or not defined in the question, so we can't determine the relation as well. So we will answer it as can't be determined. Is it clear? Can't be determined. Okay, now let's move to the next question, question number 13. A is father of X, B is mother of Y, the sister of X and Z is Y. Which of the following statements is definitely not true? The statement is definitely not true. And we have our statements as B is the mother of Z, X is the sister of Z, Y is the son of A, B has one daughter, B is the wife of A, or none of these. Very good, Sham. Okay, very good. Kick, Tom and user. It is given that A is the father of X and B is the mother of Y. B is the mother of Y. The sister of X and Z is Y. So we can say that this Y is female, and here we have X and Y, and they all are siblings. So what we have to determine, we have to, if they are siblings, that means we have an indirect relation in between A and B, that means they are married. So what we have to do, we have to determine which of the following statement is definitely not true. So B is the mother of Z, B is the mother of Z, yes, that's true. X is the sister of Z, we can't determine, so can't say. Y is the son of A, no, she is the daughter of. So here this one is definitely not true one, so the correct option over here is option number C. Again, the B has one daughter, again the gender of X and Z is not determined, so we can't say this one as well. And B is the wife of A, this one is true, and so the correct option over here is option number C. Can say kick. Okay, now let's move to the next question, question number 14th. It is given that P is the son of Q, while Q and R are the sisters to one another. T is the mother of R. If S is the son of T, which of the following statement is correct? Now this time we have to select the correct statement. Very good, kick, Tom and user, very good. So it is given that P is the son of Q. P is the son of Q, while Q and R are the sisters. If they are sisters, that means they are females. T is the mother of R. So we have T, who is mother of R, that means she is mother of Q as well. So, and if S is the son of T, so we have S, who is son of T. So here we have our generation tree. Now we have to select the correct statement. T is the brother of Q, no, she is the mother. S is the cousin of P, no, he is maternal uncle. Q and S are sisters, no. S is the maternal uncle of P, yes. R is the grandfather, no. So the correct option over here is option number D. So the correct option over here is option number D, not option number C. Kick, Tom, user and Mohammed. The correct option over here is option number D, not option number C. Is it clear? So the correct answer over here is S is the maternal uncle. S is the maternal uncle of P. Clear? Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 15. Kalyani is mother-in-law of Veena, who is sister-in-law of Ashok. Dheeraj is father of Sudeep, the only brother of Ashok. How is Kalyani related to Ashok? Stop fighting, Kick and Tom. Kalyani's mother-in-law Veena, who is the sister-in-law of Ashok. Dheeraj is father of Sudeep, the only brother of Ashok. How is Kalyani related to Ashok? E, let's see. Sister-in-law. Let's see. It is given that Kalyani is mother-in-law. That means she is female. Mother-in-law, that means there is a son of Kalyani who is married to Veena. Right? So it is given that Kalyani is mother-in-law of Veena, who is sister-in-law of Ashok. So here we have Ashok. So right now Veena is sister-in-law of Ashok. Dheeraj is the father of Sudeep, the only brother of Ashok. So we have Sudeep over here, and here Kalyani is married to Dheeraj. Right, so here we have our family tree. What we have to determine, how is Kalyani related to Ashok? Mother. Option number E is the correct one. The correct answer is mother, not sister-in-law. Kalyani is related to Ashok as mother, not sister-in-law. The correct answer over here is option number E, but the correct relation over here is mother. Is it clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question, question number 16. Shobha is the niece of Ashish. Ashish's mother is Priya. Kamla is Priya's mother. Kamla's husband is Hari. Krishna is the mother-in-law of Hari. How is Shobha related to Hari? What we have to determine how is Shobha related to Hari. What is the correct answer over here? Option number B. Okay, let's see. It is given that Shobha is Ashish's niece. That means we have Ashish over here, and we don't know whether Ashish's sister's daughter or the brother's daughter, so we can write Shobha over here. Right, now it is given that Ashish's mother is Priya, so here we can say that Priya is female. Kamla is Priya's mother, so we have Kamla, we have Kamla. Kamla's husband Hari, Kamla is married to Hari. Krishna is mother-in-law. Mother-in-law of Hari, that means Krishna is mother of Kamala. Now what we have to determine, how is Shobha, this one is related to Hari. So this one is a grand and this is a great granddaughter. But here we can't determine the, we can determine the gender of Shobha with the help of this word, that is niece, and niece is used for female, so we can say that she is female. And here we can easily say that she is great granddaughter. Option number B is correct. नीस का मतलब होता है भांजी और भतीजी. Daughter of brother or sisters. Daughter of my brothers or sisters. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question. Q's mother is sister of P and daughter of M. S is daughter of P and sister of T. How is M related to T? D, let's see. So it is given that Q's mother is sister of P. So here we have Q and here we have Q's mother. And she's sister of P and daughter of M. So here we have M and Q's mother is daughter of M. Now it is given that S is daughter of P. Okay, we have S. And sister of T. Okay. How M is related to T? M is related to T. It is we can't determine the gender of P right now. So we can say that M is either grandmother or grandfather. So we can go with option number D. So we can go with option number D. Is it clear? So we can go with option number D. As the gender of P is not defined, so we go with the by default case and we considered him as the paternal extended family. So we can consider our option as option number D. That is, it can be either our grandmother or grandfather. Okay, so we'll continue our blood relation in tomorrow's session as well. In that particular session, we are going to solve some more puzzle and the coding 1 questions. So here we have few courses which are launched by GATE Academy for the aspirants who are preparing for GATE 2023 and 24. So here we have our pen drive course, G drive course, VOD, that is video on demand course, tablet course, and PGG and online test series. You can purchase it or visit our website and you can purchase it as per your requirement. Here we have 3 combos of basic, essential and genius. For more details you can contact over this number and you can also visit this website. So let's end this session here only, and we have 2 books for all branches. That first one is engineering mathematics and the second one is general aptitude. So thank you so much for watching today's session. Let's meet in tomorrow's video. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye bye. Thank you so much for watching today's video.